Health Watch is presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare. Here, caring for you.
Welcome to Health Watch, presented by UMass Memorial Healthcare. Today we're here with Barbara Olendzki, Director for the Applied Nutrition Center. How does a healthy diet look different for a woman than a healthy diet for a man?
Well, they're essentially the same pattern, truthfully. Like the Mediterranean diet is a really healthy diet, meaning that we can integrate some of the good fats into the diet. We want to integrate a lot of vegetables, about half of your day with vegetables. Having a serving or two of fruit, especially those with dark skins, is really helpful for antioxidant value. And having sources of calcium, which can be beyond the dairy. There's calcium in vegetables, there's calcium in dark leafy greens, and so we can find that in other places, and sometimes it's even better absorbed than that found in dairy.
Tell us why it's important to have iron in a woman's diet.
The minerals are important in a woman's diet in particular, especially if it's premenopausal, and the reason for that is that our bones are at risk, and typically it's changed a little bit now where girls are a little bit more active, but traditionally we haven't been as active in putting pressure on our bones. The iron is important because we have menstrual periods, and sometimes women end up being anemic. This is particularly true when going through pregnancy, and so it can also happen with different food intolerances. The other component, which is I think very important, particular to women, is that we don't eat as much in general as men. And so we need to take in more nutrients per calorie than men do. It's much more important.
How can a woman determine what an appropriate balance is between calories and exercise?
The question is, how is my well-being? And it can sometimes come down to, I'm not getting enough exercise, even if I'm the right weight and I'm taking in the right calories. And so in which case, we want to build a little bit more lean body mass or muscle mass. Also, we want to improve the circulatory system. That can really help the brain. So if we have a student who's studying hard, going out for a quick high-intensity walk or run can often help with thinking. So it's not a direct answer. What do you do with terms of exercise and calories? You have to sort of play with it a little bit. Am I taking in too many calories and not getting enough exercise? Most women can judge that for themselves. Mm-hmm. It's not an extreme of one or the other. It has to be both together.
What should a woman consider for exercise, weights or cardio?
A combination of both. The weights are good for building muscle mass. Muscle mass burns more calories, and so muscles can continue to burn calories even after you're out of the exercise. The cardio is really important for heart health, the heart being a muscle, and also for the circulatory health, also for stress reduction. So we need to combine both. Now, walking is an exercise that combines both cardiovascular and weight training because the weight of the body itself is impressing upon the bones.
Should a woman's diet and exercise regimen change depending on what life stage she's in?
We have to change constantly. I think women go through more lifestyle changes than men do because of children, because of menses, because of menopause. We have to change our diet and exercise plan at each one of these life stages.
Do you have any tips for busy women to incorporate exercise into their daily lives?
This is where we look for it in every opportunity, and every little bit will count. The exercise that you get in parking farther away when you're at the grocery store counts. The exercise that you get when you choose to go to the bathroom on the second floor instead of the one where you're at, that one counts as well. So the little things of taking the stairs more often, getting in bouts of exercise, 10 minutes at a time. A lot of people now have these fitness monitors, and that will help them to sort of accumulate the recommended exercise for the day.
What do you suggest for busy women who may not have time to cook all the time? How do they eat healthy?
With women who are really busy, it sort of depends. We want to customize the dietary pattern to their lifestyle and make substitutes for foods that are currently in the diet that aren't healthy for them. And that might be, okay, once a week you plan ahead and you throw everything into the freezer that you've just cooked up. And then in little packages you can take that out. You can put hot foods into ball jars. That's one of my personal favorites. And it just seals and it keeps for a couple of weeks. And then you can take the ball jar of food, take the top off because it's metal, put it into the microwave, and it's quick. And so having things on hand that can quickly go together is really helpful. Now in the summertime, so seasons have a big difference in terms of what we're able to do. In the summertime, it's easier. The fruits and vegetables are more readily available, and we can have more of these things raw and just pick on the go. A cucumber, vegetables can also be snacks in addition to fruits and nuts.